Recent events confirm that the situation in Greenland is a strategic wake-up call for the entirety of Europe. Este temor samfiando on the affirmation of our European sovereignty, on our contribution to Arctic security, on the fight against foreign interference and disinformation, on the fight against global warming, and on a privileged partnership for sustainable development and the reduction of strategic dependencies.
I also want to thank you for the concrete French contributions to the strengthening of Arctic security. The three of us agree that this is a priority and that NATO must play a much stronger role in the Arctic region, in the High North, including in and around Greenland, something we have been actually requesting for a long time. But until NATO's Arctic Sentry mission is in place, participation in the ongoing exercise, as you were just talking about, Arctic Endurance, is very important. It has to be, of course, in close cooperation with all NATO allies.
To make it short, our close cooperation in this situation is not only about Greenland. It goes beyond Greenland. For us, this is about the values in the world, our democracy, respect for international law and order, and integrity.
Madam Prime Minister, if you please. My dear Mette, and I would like to welcome you, Mr. Prime Minister, to my dear Jan Friedrich. Mr. Minister, Your Excellencies, Madam and Mr. Ambassadors, and ladies and gentlemen. We are truly and deeply delighted to welcome you here today in the city of Paris following the official visit that I was able to make this past June to Greenland, right there by your side. I want to tell you here today just how much I cherish the vivid memory of that wonderful visit. Just a few days ago, our members of parliament were visiting with you in Nuuk, and they continue to stand right there by your side today. And welcoming both of you here on this occasion provides a wonderful opportunity for France to once again express its deep and sincere solidarity with the nation of Denmark. Its commitment to your sovereignty and your territorial integrity, and to reiterate to Greenland and the Greenlandic people our full and total support. The Europeans have already made it clear just last week, we are profoundly committed to the principles of sovereignty and territorial integrity alongside all of our partners in the European Union, and France will continue to defend these principles in accordance with the United Nations Charter. We are going to have a conversation in just a moment with Madam Prime Minister and with Mr. Prime Minister, especially the crucial issue of Arctic security faced with the Russian posture in the High North, with the economic presence of China and the strategic consequences of this deepening rapprochement. We share the common necessity of strengthening our defense posture throughout the Arctic region. A number of different European nations, one of which is France, have already begun to do this within the framework of the joint military exercises known as Arctic Endurance, following a specific request from Denmark. Furthermore, we are also in favor of a much more substantial NATO involvement within the Arctic region by means of the establishment of a new and enhanced vigilance activity. And we are ready to join in on the process. The European Union must play its full part in all of these efforts, including by revising its Arctic strategy later this year. Recent developments confirm that the current situation in Greenland serves as a strategic wake-up call for the whole of Europe. Concerning the assertion of our European sovereignty, concerning our contribution to the security of the Arctic, and concerning the struggle against foreign interference and disinformation, regarding the fight against global climate change, and on establishing a privileged partnership for sustainable development and the reduction of our strategic dependencies. We want to accelerate the implementation of the strategic partnership signed in 2023 between the European Union and Greenland. This partnership should enable the development of sustainable value chains, particularly in strategic raw materials. In this framework, France wishes to further deepen its relationship with Denmark and particularly with Greenland, which is built upon a long-standing friendship that has been fostered by the deep interest of French scientists in Greenland, in the Inuit culture, and in the understanding of the polar regions. This legacy spans from Commander Charcot, Paul-Émile Victor, and Jean Mallory, all the way to Jean-Louis Etienne, because it's also a scientific story and a story of friendship. We are prepared to take action with you on the many different aspects of our relationship, from national security to economic ties, within the fields of energy and education, as well as scientific and cultural cooperation. This is precisely the reason why, just as I had personally committed to doing during my official visit to Nuuk this past June, our Consulate General is now officially open. Our new Consul General was appointed back in January and will be moving to Nuuk at the beginning of February, which will certainly allow us to further strengthen this important partnership in every single one of its various components. We are standing right here by your side. We have been here for you throughout the whole of yesterday. We are remaining here with you through the entirety of today. And you can be certain that we will continue to be right there by your side through everything that comes tomorrow. Thank you very much, Madam Prime Minister.
Merci beaucoup. And first, I would like to say a deep felt thanks to you, dear Emmanuel, and to the people of France. Thank you for your very strong support for Greenland and for Denmark, including your visit to Nuuk last summer. Thank you for your friendship, and thank you for standing up for the fundamental values we share and where we cannot compromise. Democracy, sovereignty, the right of every country to choose its own future. Values pioneered by France more than 200 years ago, and which France still has a key role in shaping all over the world. However, I also want to thank you for the concrete French contributions to the strengthening of Arctic security. The three of us agree that this is a priority and that NATO must play a much stronger role in the Arctic region, in the High North, including in and around Greenland, something we have been actually requesting for a long time. But until NATO's Arctic Sentry mission is in place, participation in the ongoing exercise, as you were just talking about, Arctic Endurance, is very important. It has to be, of course, in close cooperation with all NATO allies. And I would like to underline that the quick and substantial French contribution has been highly appreciated from Greenland and Denmark. Finally, let me emphasize that in a situation where the world order as we have known it is under pressure, it's changing rapidly, maybe it's gone, then we need a stronger Europe than ever. A Europe that is willing and able to stand up for our values and for our principles. For me, the way forward is quite clear. It's up to us and only up to us Europeans to create a confident and prosperous Europe of tomorrow. We have to be able to defend ourselves, and we need to continue our strong support for Ukraine. We have to do it more attractive to do business in Europe. And I think there are some lessons learned in the last couple of weeks for Europe if we stand united. If we, of course, do not compromise on our democratic values, and if we send a very clear signal, if somebody is threatening us from outside, we will stand up together and we will respond. Then we are able to find a way forward. It is a decisive moment for Europe, and as the last weeks have shown, it works. It simply works when Europe stands firm and united. And therefore, to use the words of one of your most famous music groups, we must work it harder, make it better, do it faster, and makes us stronger. Once again, thank you, Emmanuel.
Thank you. Merci beaucoup, Madame la Première ministre Mette. Monsieur le Premier ministre.
Thank you. And first of all, I will also like to thank you, Mr. President, for being able to be here, and thank you for the fantastic visit you have in Nuuk back in June. It was a sign of a good friendship and a partnership and cooperation that also extended by the news of opening a general consulate in Nuuk. We are very, very pleased and happy for that. I want to express my thanks for standing by us without hesitation in this very difficult situation we are in now. To you and to the people of France, the French people, I would like to say thank you very much. We will in Greenland never forget it. We have good opportunities to work better together, stronger together. We already have a good bilateral relation where we are seeking to explore more opportunities of business, of cultural exchange, in cooperation in education and so on. And I'm very happy for the discussions we already have on that. And finally, to make it short, our close cooperation in this situation is not only about Greenland. It goes beyond Greenland. For us, this is about the values in the world, our democracy, respect for international law and order, and integrity. There you have been standing by us from the beginning, Mr. President. It's time for unity, not division, and that's what we also show today and what you also show today by having us here. So thank you so much for that.
Merci, Monsieur le Premier ministre. Merci beaucoup, mesdames et messieurs. Bon courage à toutes et tous. Merci.